Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hello, tunga sa mga titapunga. Taakkua sakkitetoktek sulingmangaat nalullunga. Weird and interesting looking. I don't know if they're true or not, but let's take a look. Takuta.
There's evil and demonic symbolism hidden in plain sight in logos and symbols that we look at every single day. The Disney logo, 666. And then when they want to use Walt Disney and they do a different deal.
Tanda kanubuga sakkigayuk simatlunan. Metto kakatang. Almost every Disney video from video cassettes to CDs to every logo.
666. The App Store logo, it's actually just the Masonic symbol. And the Freemasons G is actually just the Google G. The symbol for Google Chrome is 666. Chrome stands for is Adrena. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. The CERN logo is just sixes. And then right outside of the CERN headquarters is the Hindu god of destruction, Lord Shiva. This is pretty much the equivalent of having Satan himself outside of your headquarters. Coca-Cola, 666. When cola mirrors itself, you get Baphomet himself.
Coca-Cola mirroring itself.
Himself. Pepsi, 3 sixes, also with
Pepsi, and even the eye.
With an all-seeing eye. Heineken, inverted, is 666 with an upside-down star. And we all know what an upside-down star symbolizes. Mickey Mouse, MM on its side is 33. Ford, 666. Tesla logo is an upside-down triple K hat. Kellogg's upside down, you get 3 sixes. Kleenex upside down, you get 3 sixes.
Even
CBS.
Kleenex.
The all-knowing, the all-seeing eye of Satan. When TV began, the Illuminati and the Masons already had their plan. Time Warner Cable, another all-seeing eye. You don't accidentally create 3 sixes in your logo. Google Play is the exact symbol of the seal of
And here's Facebook, Google Chrome, square and compass, see off that.
Satan. And you get that none of this stuff is a reach. Like, it's all completely intentional. They do all of this stuff to mock us and put it right in our faces. Everything is in plain sight for us, and it all comes back.
It looks like a baseball diamond. Home base, first base, second base, third base. Here's the foul line.
To this.
Construction workers that were literally just minding their own business building a parking lot just discovered a 80-foot dinosaur hiding underneath it. Okay, so this obviously sounds insane based off of what I just said, but the crews at Dinosaur National Monument in Colorado were doing routine construction on a parking lot. Just a parking lot. And they hit bones. These obviously weren't just any bones, they're dinosaur bones, and they're saying that the bones that they found are actually really big ones. This has now officially triggered the first excavation at this site since 1924. Which is 100 years ago. So far, they're saying that they have pulled out around 3,000 pounds of fossils. They found 14 tail vertebrae from what appears to be the longest dinosaurs that ever lived. And they're saying that these dinosaurs could reach up to 80 feet long. And another thing that's wild about this is they've only uncovered about 20 feet of the skeleton so far, so there's potentially 60 more feet worth of dinosaurs still buried underneath there. Researchers...
Maybe by this time the whole thing's dug out. The Vakai.
Are saying that there could actually be multiple dinosaurs in this one spot, and the excavation is pausing for winter and will resume in spring. So I guess that obviously means this is on pause due to the winter, but I'll have to keep you updated on what they find whenever they finish. A literal parking lot, 100 years, and an 80-foot dinosaur just sitting there the entire...
Dinosaur bones in parking lot.
Walmart again. I'm telling you, you go up and down this meat aisle. Just pick anything out. Look through it a little bit. Pick anything out. Let's go weigh this one on the scale. They're saying this this ham here. What is it? Kentucky Legend ham? They're saying this ham right here, this little bitty ham, is 5.34 pounds. Let's take it to the scale. It's a good thing they put these scales in here so we can keep Walmart in check. Let's check this out.
5 pounds.
2.25. They were trying to get somebody for $25. $25.
Grocery shoppers in Nunavut, maybe we should start bringing our own scale to the stores. Only the cashier has scales in our stores.
And 59 cents for this. How many in here are off? How many in there are off? Start digging through here, see how many in here are off. If I was unknowing, I was in a hurry, I just grabbed that ham and threw it in, it would ring up $25. I literally spent about 2 minutes in here. I started going up and down through things, looking at stuff. I found this in 2 minutes. Check your meat, folks. Walmart.
Right, I know they say Roblox is a kid's game. This is definitely not something a kid cooked up. Yet it happened. Someone is
Roblox. A lot of kids in Nunavut plays Roblox.
Created Epstein Island within the game Roblox.
They don't steer away from anything.
What's really eerie is it is incredibly accurate.
Have they taken this down?
So the footage from this one is down. There is a second version that's basically a replica of that exact game still up.
Someone's created another now, so this is just going to keep happening.
Denver International Airport.
Even in Roblox game, there's Bikini Island. Denver Airport.
Talking gargoyles, bro, they putting it right in our face.
Hey, I'll give you $100 if you come sit here in my place and let me take your flight out of here. Hey, excuse me. Can I borrow a phone? Mine's been stuck in airplane mode for about 6,000 years. Tinder account for me? Sitting here gets pretty lonely. My knees are killing me. Sitting like this for thousands of years will do that to you. Hey, Frank! Frank, is that you? Oh, I'm sorry, I mistook you for another gargoyle.
I flew in and out of Denver before. They got Freemasonic plaques in there. They got a weird mural, like, they say they're playing into it, putting it in your face.
Airports are stressful enough. I don't even know why this thing is alive. And of course they're leaning into it. They are never beating the conspiracy allegation.
So much time there can't be harmless. At first, everything looked relatively normal. She washed the gravestones, swept the paths, and leveled the soil. Then she began bringing flowers to the graves of complete strangers. But when children's graves appeared in the videos, things became even more unsettling. She would take dolls and stuffed animals home with her, carefully wash and clean them until they looked perfect, and then return them to the cemetery. But the creepiest moments came later. In one video, she was cleaning a grave late at night when the flowers suddenly fell out of a pot on their own without anyone touching them. In another clip, a shovel stuck in the ground unexpectedly moved, as if something unseen had brushed against it. After that, subscribers began begging her to stop. People wrote that the videos genuinely made them feel uneasy. One of her videos was so disturbing that many say it's better not to watch it at all. If you want to see for yourself, just search for The Clean Girl.
Dark world we're in.
The Clean Girl. You can search for it. I'm not. Disney star exposes truth about entertainment industry. I've seen her before. I'm not really into Disney stuff.
Notice the pattern in what is being represented. People think that this stuff is just a game. There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Not just, like Satan slipping himself in a little bit. No, full on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. And people are just like, oh, that's funny. It's, we're making fun. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all.
What you just heard is the truth about what's being done to you. The problem is you don't even realize it anymore. All those music videos where celebrities dress as demons are no longer just costumes. The goal is to make it feel normal so it no longer shocks you. Take Doja Cat. Her radical transformation Shin into a demonic figure for her Scarlet era is not an artistic choice. It's a message. See filmed rituals, shaved heads, and disturbing imagery sold as pop culture, and she's far from the only one. Sam Smith crossed a point of no return at the Grammys with a Red Mass-style performance that went viral. Lil Nas X went as far as selling shoes, some allegedly containing human blood, marked with a forbidden number. Then there's Madonna, Ice Spice, and Playboy. Keeps growing every day. They are counting on your blindness. They want you to think it's cool or provocative, while making sure these dark frequencies settle into your subconscious. This is no longer entertainment. It's an open-air ceremony. How many more signs will it take for you to understand that this is no longer just about entertainment? If you refuse to look away too, share this video immediately.
Mushy mush. And the best part is there's nothing you could do to stop it.
2009 Super Bowl.
I mean, what are you going to do, turn off your TV and your computer? Once your brains are reduced to a cottage cheese like mush, we'll scoop them out with a melon bowler and gobble them right on up. Oops. I think I'm drooling a little. Because we're aliens. And that's how we roll. Hulu, an evil plot to destroy the world. Enjoy.
Stay with me here, because this matters. This ad aired in 2009 at the Super Bowl, one of the most watched broadcasts in history. It's delivered as comedy, voiced by a celebrity, framed as exaggeration. But listen to what is actually being said. And then he says the quiet part out loud, that there's nothing you can do to stop it. What makes this uncomfortable is that this idea already existed. By the 1960s, researchers were already warning about heavy TV usage. Later studies showed that prolonged exposure rewired how the brain responds to reward.
This ex-CIA agent talks about how there's known extraterrestrials that look like humans walking among us. Wait till you guys see this. Listen.
There's a cognizance, I believe, within the intelligence community, particularly CIA, that there are humans among us that might be more extraterrestrial than human. And how do you identify them? That could be a major factor in why they were interested in that. And there's also the, I guess you would call contact tracing of like who's who.
Right.
And so what they did reveal that there was an interest in certain families.
How would you understand families?
I understand families to mean bloodlines.
Right.
That they were interested in certain bloodlines going back to
ancient times.
Who knows? Ancient times.
Over 10 septillion years.
Thousands of years will do that to you.
The Willow AI chip by Google. Joe Rogan talked about this. It's a computer chip. It can travel to different dimensions and process calculations faster just because it doesn't think like the human mind. It's like a quantum computer.
So it can think ahead?
Yes. And it can do calculations faster.
In benchmark tests, Willow solved a standard computation in less than 5 minutes that would take a leading supercomputer over 10 septillion years to solve, far beyond the age of the universe.
But one thing that you talked about, remember the aliens spotted in the Miami Strip?
Yeah.
Very fast computer.
Yeah, this is crazy. They're saying that theory, the only reason why that happened was because they tested that chip on the same day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, as the Miami incident.
Oh, what?
So they're saying if you can jump dimensions, it just opened a little portal. Other things came into the real world, and that's why they can't explain it. Why do you think it's not covered? Because, Miami doesn't know what the hell that is, and it just disappeared right away. Maybe that's because the computer right after closed. That's all of that.
It
needed.
The CERN facility in Switzerland with their Large Hadron Collider doing some weird stuff again, messing with the timeline, maybe? Because I got to tell you, I made a video a few days ago talking about a thing seemed extremely strange to me. My sleeping is off, my eating is off, everything just seems a little off in life in general. And through multiple platforms that I put that video on, over 100 people agreed with me that they feel the same way. Then today I see this. Some private investor gives $1 billion to the CERN facility towards a future collider. Yeah, they want another one of these things. Usually people don't invest $1 billion unless they're going to get it back somehow, plus some. So is the CERN facility doing things right now that's messing with everybody's timelines, making life feel off, maybe just a little bit, or in other cases a huge bit? So I'm telling you, when I saw that article, everything clicked for me. Whenever they fire that thing up, I swear to God, things just seem to change. No.
Kaya nga, ang ikatikiwis yun. Inakatikitayaman nito kakapaka eh. Did your life feel off for some weird reason you don't know?
Look, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm wrong, but I know how I feel.
If you want to prove the moon landing is fake, you can prove it in one photograph. The photograph on the right cannot be duplicated in sunlight. They're intersecting at 90 degrees from objects 5 feet apart. That would prove it in a court of law, as well as the footage we have of them faking being halfway to the moon, that they didn't go to the moon. That's all the proof you need. It's right there. People deny the evidence over and over again. They made a god out of it. You can change the hat on who shot JFK and why. It's still a tragedy. This is a positive lie, and people do not want to give it up. One of the saddest lessons of history is this. If we've been bamboozled or lied to long enough, we tend to reject any evidence of the bamboozle. We're no longer interested in finding out the truth. The bamboozle has captured us. It's simply too painful to acknowledge, even to ourselves, that we've been taken. Once you give a charlatan, like the federal government, power over you, you almost never get it back. And Mark Twain said, it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Today I'd like to bring to your attention a potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in York County. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Are they in space or are they underwater? Now, what's really interesting is that they train for spacewalks in an underwater pool with a complete ISS replica. Now, surely they aren't filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool and then editing them to appear if they're in space, because that sure would be something, wouldn't it? I'm calling on the Brevard County Commissioners to open a full investigation into NASA's fraudulent practices and use of taxpayer dollars. It costs NASA $3 billion per year to operate the ISS, and if they don't have a darn good explanation as to why they're faking these videos, I and the public would like a darn good explanation as to where our tax money is going. It is our duty to expose and eliminate this fraudulent and astronomically wasteful ISS program. And look, I know what you're all thinking. The NASA is part of the federal government and you're just county commissioners. Even if what I'm saying is true, what can you do? But let me remind you, not only is this happening in your county, as public officials, you have the platform and the ability to make a statement or hold a press conference, alerting the public, state, and federal authorities to investigate further. You have the power to start the conversation. I look forward to the day that $3 billion annual budget is put towards our veterans, our homeless, maybe some of that mental health stuff the young lady just spoke about, and the revitalization of Brevard County.
NASA made a deal with Nikon.
National Youth Mental Health Awareness Week or something.
Conveniently right before the last solar eclipse, and shortly after they discontinued the P1000, which is what you're seeing right now, commonly referred to as the Globe Buster because it can zoom in on ships that have apparently gone over the curvature of the Earth and it brings them back into perspective. How convenient is that? I think a big reason that they did this was because people were able to zoom right in on objects that are apparently 235,000 kilometers away. Does that look like it's 235,000 kilometers away to you guys, or does it look a little bit closer to the Earth? Like the same size of the sun, the same distance away, just the way we observe? Maybe that's why they discontinued it. Or was it because people were exposing what stars?
Icon P1000 takujuminaqtut. Nakita ko yung
actually look like, zoomed in, but we're told that stars are billions of light years away. How can we zoom in that close on something that is billions of light years away? How is that possible? And when we zoom in on the stars and we kind of see that the patterns that the stars do and how they twinkle in the night sky, twinkle, twinkle, little star, they look very similar to water reflecting in a pool.
even with a good telescope, not really expensive, but good, decent telescope, you can see these stuff. Not flaming balls of gas.
This looks like water and frequency, just like this right here. This is the sun reflecting in a pool and giving this reflection. It's the same thing. It looks the exact same way. Buddy's gonna kick it right here. My boy Clark, he's gonna kick it and you're gonna see it's the same thing, guys. Water's above, so below. Ships do not go over the horizon, over the curvature. The Earth is as flat as a pancake. The P1000 proves it, and this is why it was discontinued. You got to stay awake and stay aware in this life. Read the Bible, observe with your own eyes, and you will find the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
There's evil and demonic.
Weird, interesting. I don't know if some are true, but more interesting. The mga tikiw-tikiw, if you made it this far, kuyan na me.